Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, my private notice question is addressed to the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, whether, in regard to the structural economic vulnerabilities identified in the 2023 Mauritius Economic Report of the World Bank, she will state the measures government proposes to take to attract foreign direct investment in emerging sectors, including through tax incentives, subsidies, and public-private partnerships.
Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I wish to thank the Leader of the Opposition for this question of national importance, which allows me to update the House on the government's ongoing initiatives. Mr. Speaker, sir, 2 years ago, in 2023, the World Bank released its report, which pointed to several vulnerabilities, namely our exposure to external shocks, the small size of our domestic market, and the urgent need to diversify our growth model. 2 years have passed since then, and I today stand here to clearly state those vulnerabilities have not been ignored. On the contrary, they were met with concrete, targeted and forward-looking reforms. And we will continue to implement even more measures to counteract these vulnerabilities. Mauritius is one of the members of the Southern Africa Development Community, with the lowest level of statutory barriers to investment, but maintains a more restrictive environment for foreign investment on average than OECD members. This contrast highlights the challenges we face, but rather than dwelling on them, our government is more focused on rebuilding the economy. The first area on which we will focus is investment and innovation. Mr. Speaker, sir, to attract foreign direct investment in emerging sectors, we introduced the Premium Investment Certificate and the Innovative Mauritius Scheme. These initiatives provide investors with fast-track permits, dedicated facilitation, and fiscal incentives. Because in today's world, time and predictability matter more than ever. A National Research and Innovation Institute under the Ministry of Tertiary Education, Science and Research has been set up that will henceforth support both public and private sectors while streamlining existing public research institutions for greater effectiveness. An amount of 200 million rupees will be allocated to ministries to finance research that results in policy innovation. Furthermore, all parastatal organizations and state-owned enterprises will be required to come up with a research and development and innovation plan. A high-level steering committee at the level of the Prime Minister's office will also be set up to monitor progress on the Innovative Mauritius mission. Incentives through a new Innovative Mauritius scheme to promote research and development and innovation will also be provided. An AI Innovation Startup Program will be set up under the Ministry of Information Technology, Communication and Innovation to promote startups using AI. Because to drive innovation, national AI initiatives are of paramount importance. A dedicated AI unit will also be established at the MIT-CIC to drive the AI transition. Furthermore, as part of the public sector AI program, 25 million rupees will be allocated to equip ministries with AI tools for better policy making and service delivery. Additionally, startups and MSMEs can claim tax deductions on AI investments up to 150,000 rupees. These are the types of reforms that makes Mauritius a hub for research, technology, and innovation. Financial services are one of the emerging sectors that must also be explored. The government will promote fintech as a key driver of foreign direct investment by positioning Mauritius as a trusted and innovation-friendly jurisdiction, with government fully committed to supporting the ecosystem alongside the FSC and the Bank of Mauritius. The FSC's FinTech and Innovation Hub and its regulatory sandbox authorization framework already provide global investors with a secure yet flexible environment to test and scale digital financial solutions under proper supervision, while the Bank of Mauritius Innovate initiative reinforces our national ambition to nurture cutting-edge financial technologies and digital banking solutions. This government will strengthen and internationalize these platforms by enhancing regulatory clarity and ensuring investor protection, and facilitating the cross-border digital transactions. Moreover, the FSC, in partnership with government, will intensify international promotion through cooperation with foreign regulators, global fintech accelerators, and dedicated investor roadshows, showcasing Mauritius' stable policy environment, competitive tax regime, and strategic role as a gateway to African and Asian markets. So far, Mauritius has concluded 46 tax treaties, namely the Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, and is party to a series of treaties under negotiation. Mr. Speaker, sir, while corporate tax rates in Europe, Asia, and across SADC often climb well above the mid-20s, Mauritius, with its competitive 15% rate and as low as 3% in key sectors, clearly positions itself as one of the most attractive and investor-friendly jurisdictions worldwide. Through these combined efforts, we are determined to attract sustainable, high-quality FDI into fintech, fostering innovation, inclusion, and long-term economic transformation. The government will implement carefully targeted tax holidays as a proven instrument to attract foreign direct investment. Drawing on the successful experience of such incentives in boosting SMEs through angel investors in Mauritius, in the past, tax holidays provided a breathing space and financial relief that enabled small businesses and startups to grow, innovate, and create quality employment, while also encouraging angel investors to commit capital to high-potential ventures. Building on this track record, the extension of tax holidays to foreign investors in priority and emerging sectors will serve as a catalyst for scaling up investment, fostering technology transfer, and integrating Mauritius more deeply into global value chains. By ensuring that these tax holidays are time-bound, transparent, and linked to concrete outcomes such as job creation, R&D activity, and export diversification, government aims to balance investor attraction with sustainable economic transformation. The government reaffirms its steadfast commitment to attract high-quality FDI by leveraging a robust public-private partnership framework grounded in transparent laws and institutional strength. Under the stewardship of the Procurement Policy Office, the official Triple P unit, Mauritius has enacted a comprehensive regulatory foundation, including the Public-Private Partnership Act 2004 and the Build, Operate, Transfer Project Act 2016, to provide robust legal certainty and clarity for investors. Together, these measures underpin landmark Triple P successes in major development areas, from renewable energy and smart infrastructure to transport and social infrastructure, thus demonstrating to prospective foreign investors that Mauritius offers a reliable, governed, and innovative investment platform where public resources and private sector expertise coalesce to drive sustainable growth. Mr. Speaker, sir, to match the skills required, the Human Resource Development Council, the HRDC, in collaboration with the Economic Development Board, has established the Skills Development Support Scheme for foreign direct investment to support foreign investors in training of their employees. The availability of necessary skills is one of the determining factors in the foreign investment decision-making process, and this is why the Skills Development Support Scheme aims at creating a more agile and targeted skills development response to foreign investment. It is in this very spirit that the government today is bringing forward the motion to establish a national framework for the implementation of public-private partnership schemes in vocational, technical, and skills-based training across all levels of education. A clear demonstration that our policies are not only about attracting foreign capital, but also about empowering our youth with the competencies required to drive sustainable and inclusive development. While attracting FDI, our government has placed Mauritians at the heart of its policies, in contrast to those who place their emphasis almost entirely on foreign investors. The Development Bank of Mauritius and the Mauritius Investment Corporation have been mobilized to provide concessional loans and equity support for startups. We are promoting joint ventures between foreign investors and local SMEs. And we have made skills transfer a key condition in investment approval. This way, investment not only brings capital, but it brings knowledge, opportunity, and empowerment in Mauritius. Mr. Speaker, sir, the real test of reform is found in the numbers and macroeconomic stability.
Deputy Prime Minister, it is getting too long. Please wrap up.
Mr. Speaker, sir, according to the IMF's 2025 Article 4 consultation report, inflation, which stood at 7% in 2023, fell to around 2.5% in March 2025, contrary to runaway inflation predicted by some. 2 years ago, vulnerabilities were identified. 2 years later, we have addressed them through targeted incentives, digital reforms, financial diversification, and macroeconomic stability. Mauritius will be stronger, more attractive to investors. This government is not content with short-term fixes. We are building long-term resilience. While some may speak of vulnerabilities, we speak of solutions.
Deputy Prime Minister, you have to conclude, please.
And for that, Mauritius stands on a firmer ground today. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. In light of a current inflation rate of 5%, will the loan facilitation proposed by the Deputy Prime Minister not cause our country's inflation rate to skyrocket? Thank you.
Deputy Prime Minister.
With the inflation rate is around 2.5% in March 2025, according to the IMF report. And it is not runaway inflation. So we can afford to give these loan incentives and schemes to support our local businesses and SMEs for their joint venture by attracting foreign direct investment at the same time. So I do not fear that the inflation rate will skyrocket because we have stable inflation.
Video view. Leave the video position. One last supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. With reference to the tax incentives proposed by the Deputy Prime Minister, can the Deputy Prime Minister please state the measures that will be proposed to prevent the government's tax incentives from overlapping with the double taxation avoidance agreement? Thank you.
Deputy Prime Minister, please be a bit brief in your reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mauritius is already a signatory of the double taxation agreement, and what does the leader of the opposition mean by overlapping? I only find advantages to attract foreign direct investment through these treaties. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.